This is my first vlog for 2012. It's February the 3rd. So for those who don't already know, Happy New Year, Happy 2012. I've done some vlogs here already concerning chemtrails, concerning UFOs, concerning New World Order. This time I want to focus on water, or as others would know, blue gold. If you don't know what blue gold is, it will be explained. About 2 years ago, maybe just over, my wife and I embarked on a more healthy lifestyle, healthy diet, and we bought ourselves a new water filter. We could see that drinking water, tap water, wasn't healthy because it contained such things like fluorine, chlorine, and everything else you can imagine really that's supposed to kill bacteria and germs in the water. In actual fact, once you drink it, it starts killing you as well. They argue that fluoride helps prevent tooth decay. They don't stop to tell you that actually attacks the enamel in your teeth, and it also, it's like acid, so it also attacks your insides as well. So we bought this water filter which takes everything out of the water that shouldn't be there. Much like a Brita filter, very good, it takes everything out. But just like a Brita filter, you're drinking empty, nothing water at the end of it because there's nothing in it, so it takes all the impurities as well as the purities out. But with this filter we've got, it actually puts nutrients and minerals back into the water. And if you want to know more about that, I'll give you some details, or I'll show some details at the end of the video. But this isn't about trying to sell a water filter to you. This is just letting you know that water is very important. It is the essence of our life for us to live. And it's being taken from us. What do I mean by that? Blue gold. Blue gold is now considered the new black gold. Black gold is oil. And black gold superseded gold, which is obviously the gold bar, the metal. Blue gold is water. Water is the new hottest commodity because it is now becoming privatized worldwide. By being privatized, it means that it's not free. And as you probably well know, we all have to pay for our water now, which obviously is and should be free. I was watching a video my wife showed me the other day by J777. J777 is one of those big, loud-mouthed wrestlers of old who looks quite cumbersome and dumb. But he actually became a governor in one of the US states, and he's now actually trying to do good by uncovering lots of conspiracies going on in the US and of course worldwide. Pretty much like Alex Jones, but Alex Jones is far more informed, has far more information, and is far more on the cutting edge of what's going on. J777 actually goes to the heart of what's going on in that he's got his team that they go actually delve into and see the relevant people to get the actual factual information there. So I was watching this video and quite a few things occurred to me which I felt I needed to make clear to you guys as well. Now watching J777 can be quite annoying. You have to know what you're looking for and the information you need in there. So I would say if you do see it, then I'd say just keep watching it because you will understand far more. Did you know Veolia? Are you aware of Veolia? If you're in the UK, you should do, because Veolia handle all your rubbish, your trash, your waste management. They collect your bins and your bin bags, and they take it all for waste and recycling, etc. Did you know Veolia are actually one of, if not the world's biggest water supplier? Did you not know? Well, you do now. There's also another company called Suez, who are also a waste management company. They handle the rubbish, trash, etc. They are also one of the biggest water suppliers of the world. Coincidence, they both do waste management and they're both the biggest water suppliers. Here's a further coincidence. They're both French companies. They're both French companies. So, is there any draw any conclusions from that? I'm not sure. Something seems fishy. But what I'm bringing to your attention is that water being privatized is being taken from us by those rich people. Those people that are in the know, the big Freemasons, etc., and those and such like in the big corporations. Just to highlight what's going on, the Bush family, while the Bush was in administration with George W. Bush before Obama, actually purchased 100,000 acres. That is 100,000 acres of land in Paraguay. Paraguay, for those who don't know, is in South America. 100,000 acres of land actually covers, that 1,000 actually covers a huge water supply. So in essence, the Bush family are in control of this huge water supply, which they are then looking to probably bottle up and sell. Now, how many of you drink bottled water in the soft plastic bottles? If you remember, those bottles are, what, about a third of a litre or half a litre? And you're paying sometimes £1.20, £1.50 for one of those bottles. Empty the water and put petrol in it. Would you pay that amount of money for that much petrol? I hope not. But you're actually paying that for water. Now you know why it's called the blue gold. Water is going to be in much demand soon. I want to talk to you about a Bible reference now, text from Matthew 27, when it's the Sermon on the Mount, and the Matthew 27, I think verses 4 to 7. The disciples asked Jesus, when will we know that you're coming back? And Jesus actually said to them, there will be signs. You will notice earthquakes in diverse places, there will be pestilences, wars, rumors of wars. And he says, be not deceived. These will be the signs, but stand fast, and I will be coming. Now obviously that's my paraphrase, and I apologize, I haven't got my Bible in front of me. But I want to highlight pestilences. In my previous vlogs, I talked about chemtrails. I talked about HAARP. HAARP is the primary reason why a lot of these huge earthquakes are happening in different places in the world. HAARP causes the earthquakes, HAARP causes the tsunamis, the Hurricane Katrinas, the diverse weather effects that are happening right now in Europe, across Europe, and they're about to hit London. The chemtrails, what they're spraying in the air by these planes way high up in the air. Chemtrails are spraying aluminium files into the air, as well as poisons, gases, various things. I was trying to remember barium. Shirley's just reminded me. Barium is in the air as well. Barium is very poisonous. But of course it's so high up in the air that we don't notice it. But if you look up in the sky, how often do you see nice, white, fluffy clouds? You don't. You see trails right across the sky and they stay there. Those are chemtrails, and you'll find those disperse over hours or days into your atmosphere. And that's when people start getting ill all of a sudden. Anyway, this now, pestilences, is the water. They're poisoning the water. What they're doing is they're adding lithium. Now lithium is the drug that they give to patients who are bipolar or in psychiatric wards or anything. They give this lithium to the patients and it makes them very docile and quiet, which means it quietens down their brain. They're putting this into the water. They're also putting nuclear waste or uranium into the water. Now, not only in the water, but actually putting it in the plastic as well, in the plastic bottles. Now, I don't know the exact way they're doing it, but they are doing it. what the uranium does is actually a hormone disruptor. By hormone disruptor, it means it disrupts your hormones inside your body. It sends it all in a disarray. I think it attacks the testosterone, and it actually has a problem with the estrogen as well. So that's why you probably notice that people are having problems getting pregnant or giving birth, various problems like that. And obviously there's far less men in the world than there used to be. And obviously a lot of the babies now are girls instead. Now, uranium, lithium, if you imagine, if it's in the water already, what you don't understand, and you should understand, is water actually leaches enzymes from the plastic when it's in the plastic bottle. Now, if it's also got the uranium or lithium there, the combination is very lethal. And no, it's not going to... You're not going to kill over and die drinking it straight like that. What you're going to do is going to kill you over a period of time. And if it doesn't kill you just by like that, what it'll probably do is you'll probably have effects like cancer or various things like that, which do lead to death, and quite probably an early death rather than when you should be dying. Points of interest. The US is in huge debt. Huge debt. More debt than they could even pay the interest off for. They can't even afford to pay the interest, let alone the debt itself. So China own a lot of the US debt, if not all of it. So the US have got the Great Lakes, I think around Michigan area. The Great Lakes are probably give about 20% of the water for the whole world. They cover about 94,000 square feet, or square miles I should say. 94,000 square miles, the Great Lakes. Now if you imagine, that's about the size of America and more. So therefore the lakes can cover the whole of the US in 10 feet of water and then some. That is approximately 6 quadrillion gallons. Now I don't know what quadrillion is, but that's a lot. Now the Great Lakes is being drained slowly but surely, and it's been drained by these companies that are giving the water to China, China are getting your good water, they're using it for themselves in China, and you're getting the wastewater and having to clean it to reuse it so you can drink it. Do you understand what's going on here? This is in America. The US are giving, now if you imagine it's champagne and just plain wine, the US are giving the champagne to China, for China to drink and use, whereas your US are keeping their cheap plonk for their own citizens to try and treat, and then they can drink it again. Not. But that's what's happening. So China have pretty much complete control of most of your water. So, as I said, the Great Lakes equate for about 20% of the world's water supply. That's what's happening there. Why am I telling you all this? As I go back to Matthew 24, pestilences, everything that's happening in the world that's bad is all about the water, it's about the air, it's about everything that's going on, and it's about the New World Order. The New World Order is about reducing the world's population from 8 billion down to maybe 1 billion, if not less. They can't control 8 billion people, so it'd be far easier to control 500,000 or a billion people. Or, sorry, 500 million or a billion people, however it works. But that's what they're trying to do. Okay? And that's what they are doing, that's what they have been doing for many years now. You need to know God, because firstly, having the information forearmed is forewarned. If you have this information, you can live a more healthier lifestyle. You don't get sick so much as you probably could do. and by not getting sick, you have a clearer head. You're more in control of what you're doing, what you're thinking. You won't fall for the deceivers that are coming, and by God's grace, you will see when Christ comes again. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, you can contact me. My email is jagking69@gmail.com. That's JAGKING69@gmail.com. I'll also put the details up at the end if I can. May God bless you and keep you in Jesus' name.